Hey, hello again. It's Tech Mod Monday. Boy, these Mondays sure fly by, don't they? My name's Pat, and we are here making RV memories again. Full time at it and loving every minute of it. Hey, today we're going to go over a little tech mod on a water filter system that I made for my camper. I've had this one a little bit. I always had a water filter, and I'm sure you do too. Some of the little store-bought ones you hook right at the hose going into the camper. I had a single filter for my travel trailers for a long time, and then I sort of graduated and thought, well, maybe I need two, and I sort of made I MacGyvered one here. So I'll go over that and show you how easy it was and what we did. We'll be right back, and here we go. Okay, here we are, right back on it. So you never know what kind of filter system the campgrounds use. You don't know what kind of water you're actually getting, so it's a little bit scary not knowing that you've got your own filter to sort of filter out the water coming into your RV. We don't drink any of the water that goes to our RV. We do brush our teeth and shower with it, but we use drinking water. We use some water for our coffee, so I still like to know I'm filtering out some of the nasties that may be coming through the campground's water system. So here's the one that I did. This is my water filter. It's a twin filter that I made, and I know you're going to snicker when you hear all about what I did. But the two white canisters you see there, here's where I first started it. If you caught my video on my sewer tube, it is a 5-inch plastic fence post that I picked up at one of the local hardware stores. And I had a little bit left over, so I thought, you know, I had one of the whole house filters already. So here you can see, here's how I had it set up on my travel trailer. Just had one that set right down in a crate. With this one, I sort of put the two together. You see the black brackets here in the picture? That is actually a couple bookends to hold books on a shelf. And I thought, you know, the little wings on the side help stabilize it on the ground. And then I could bolt them together right in the center between the two household filters. I just put me a connector pipe to put them through. The one on the right is a sediment filter, and the one on the left is a charcoal filter. It doesn't impede any of my water pressure going in. You can see my white water hose coming in. My blue one comes out, comes right up into the camper, and it comes right up through and right into the connector. One little problem I did have, it's sort of funny, some of these fifth wheels, you'll see the big cap. They gave me the big 4-inch cap and the big 4-inch hole only for a little small water hose. So I made my own little cap here, put me a hole in it just for the water hose. Sometimes I'll have telecable if you're at a campground that does provide telecable. But I didn't want any creatures crawling up my water hose and coming into my wet bay. So I made my own little cap with just a small hole in it just for the water hose. Usually I'll have a piece of wire mesh that I put down in around there to keep the extra little slimy creatures from getting around my water hose, but not sure why they put such a large hole in a water bay. Well, I do. I'm sure it's a cost savings kind of thing, but I made my own little cap there to sort of block that off. But that's where my water goes in. Now they've got mine does have a switch there where I can fill fresh and go to city, but that's where my water system comes in at. And I can move this. Typically I'll scoot this way up under the camper and get it up out of the way. It probably looks like a little bit of an eyesore for some, but it filters my water. It's no problem. It sits right on the edge of my slide tray, so it's super easy to fool with. As I showed you, these are just household filters. They're 5 micron. This is the 5 micron charcoal filter. That's the end one. One in front is a 5 micron sediment filter, and they do filter out quite a bit of bad stuff coming through. Now these two cartridges, they're pretty standard for any household water filtration system. It's a standard 10-inch by 2.5-inch cartridge. You can pick them up, most any place will carry them, a Lowe's or a Home Depot. A lot of hardware stores will keep these. You may even find them at a camping store, maybe in a Gander RV or a Camping World. But they're pretty standard. The white one on the right you'll see there, that's the one I used when I had just the one cartridge that the one system that I used with my travel trailer. The sediment filter is a 5 micron, and it pretty much filtered out most of what we wanted. I did want to add the charcoal filter because it does eliminate some of the smell of the campground water and some of the taste. This one here is a pretty popular one. You'll see a lot of these at the campground. Camco and maybe another company will make these. It's a little blue 20 micron. That's the only drawback, but it does okay. If you're just a weekender or just a couple of year vacationer, it's fine. It'll last the entire season for you. They are good up to 500 gallons of water. The only drawback that I've heard about these is possibly they do leak, so you might want to take you some extra O-ring gaskets with you just in case they do give you a little problem. But they are super handy, easy to roll up with your water hose and store in the basement of your storage area of your travel trailer or fifth wheel, whatever you're going to use it with. And that's pretty handy. It's not as cumbersome as my two big cartridge system, but this one works out real well. Here's my system again. Like I said, I put me just a little flimsy handle on the top because it's just made just to pick it up and back and put it on the slide tray. I can slide the cartridges out, unscrew the bottoms off when I want to change my filters. It does make it pretty easy, and it's not too bad to slide right up under the camper. I'm sort of enjoying my little system there. Well, I hope that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun for me. I know I've had this water filter for quite a few years and on several different campers. Please, I hope you do have a water filter on yours because you never know what's going into your fresh tank. But always try to keep your water clean. If you do a double filter like mine, a single filter, or just one of the little small blue filters that you can get at the RV store, always try to put something on there just to keep the nannies out of the water system. You don't want that. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, click that little subscribe button there. That really helps me. The like button does help us a lot too. Hey, leave me a comment below what type of water filter you use on your RV. And hopefully this video helped you a little bit on maybe getting a filter system for your RV. Again, my name is Pat, and we are making RV memories on the road, and God bless you.